Okay then. We got Bonjour as our next author. It's been a hot minute since we had last one of their SCPs. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I must have I did shout out his name. Like I started with 2090s to shout out people's names. So he literally is back from that time, 2132. So when I freshly started, oh yes, it was that one. It was that one game, like where you walk into a room and then you get sent into some sort of like apocalyptic, like almost like a seed. You know what I mean when I talk about seed, like how like Minecraft has seeds, right? Where the world is created and that's a specific seed, right? So you get sent into a custom-made, like always randomized world, and you have to survive as much as you can to get through whatever goal you have to achieve. That one was actually really cool, and that was released in January this year. I really like that one. I think that was like such a cool concept, and is that just okay, translate this. This is wait. Okay, translate this. It's a good one. If that is just fluff in Mandarin, that would be actually kind of awesome. But I doubt that it is. Well, I'm not sure. I'm not. Nope. It is. You are awesome. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that. It would be so funny if it was just fluff though. But fluff would not make sense because it's like it's multiple letters, and so because I feel like fluff would just be one letter. But yes, Bonjour, I really enjoyed that one. This is the second last one from Bonjour, but the last one of Bonjour is going to take a while. It's going to be exactly 700 ways from now, so we will not have to say goodbye to Bonjour just yet. But we have Head Cabinet, written by Bonjour. So here we go. Object class of 5. I don't know. I'm sorry. I was just zoned out because I was like thinking like, would Dr. AfroFluff be considered safe? I know my persona is not really an anomaly. I'm one of the researchers. Do you guys think Dr. AfroFluff would like, as a character, would be like a side director, and then throughout time become one of the O5s? I'm not gonna toot my own horn and be like, of course, because he has read every single SCP, he knows about all of them. But like, at the same time, maybe having a director who knows all the SCPs not be an O5 might add a little bit of the, a little bit of like a hidden, I don't know, like a hidden agent that's not up the very top, but he's like reliable enough. I don't know what the Dr. AfroFluff lore. At the end, I don't want. Honestly, let me be honest with y'all. I don't want to create my own AfroFluff lore. I feel like that's something that you guys get to create on your free. You guys get to decide who Dr. AfroFluff is. I'm just a guy reading shit, but who Dr. AfroFluff is to you guys is up to you. You have, as long as you don't make me do anything weird in your headcanons, then I think we're good. We're good. Don't ship me with anybody else. That's all I'm saying, because I think I agree with most other people. Like if you start shipping real people with each other, it's kind of weird. So other than that, you can do whatever the hell you want with my character in the SCP canon. And I could be a D-class test subject. How should write Henry SCP? He would start as a junior researcher, then a senior researcher, and then that director, and then maybe an O5. Man, he is stepping up. Dr. AfroFluff is stepping up. Class safe, special containment procedure. Containment procedure 64 Delta Romeo, standard containment for anomalous structures mid-urban. Is fault for -1. 2 implanted agents are to remain in residence in... Is that Oklahoma? I assume so. To keep civilians away from 1. Attempts to remove SCP-2733 have been unsuccessful. Therefore, the room containing SCP-2733 is to be secured by Foundation agents and locked with both keypad and retinal scan. That would make sense. Yeah, I feel like knowing myself, if I was a Foundation researcher, I would definitely still like try to like learn about all the SCPs, and then like that alone somehow gets me up for, like slowly but steadily up into the ranks. But I think you're right. Right now you are in between junior and senior researcher. You will be the site director when you have half of the SCPs. That makes sense. That is fair to say. Do you think like Dr. AfroFluff would be like a more reliable? Maybe not reliable. Like, do you think? I feel like Dr. AfroFluff would be the one researcher who's not a dickhead. He's like one of the Foundation members who's just not trying to be an asshole to everything that is considered an anomaly. Because I don't know. That's who I am as a person, so I'm not sure if my character would be the same though. SCP-2733 is a body storage cabinet in an abandoned building. -1 that served as a funeral home / morgue on the outskirts of Oklahoma. -1 was abandoned after the business owning it, Restful Meadows Funeral Home and Crematory, went out of business circa 1976. The building has remained uninhabited for the past years. SCP-2733's anomalous properties were discovered after the ghost hunting show Redacted began to scout the area for a new filming location. An implanted agent discovered SCP-2733 and reported it to the Foundation personnel. Reminds me of what's the morgue game called? The horror game with a morgue. I know it has the name morgue in the title, but there's like another word. Forgot what it's called. SCP-2733 in an inactive state. Honestly, I think this would actually freak me out the most if I actually had to work in a morgue. Like I think what would freak me out the most if I were to like walk away, having all these closed, and then I'll come back and one of them is open. I feel like I'll be like, so either A, somebody's here, B, the person that in there somehow came back to life, even though that's impossible, because in the morgue you do everything to clean the body up, which also means draining the blood. Or C, this place is haunted. At the end of the SCP series, congrats Fluff, you officially read every single SCP. You might be proud, you might be sad, you might feel anything else. You've done enough to go home, Fluff. Please go home, think about your achievement and log. I wonder, would Dr. AfroFluff be able to live a normal life after knowing every single SCP in existence? Conspiracy show named Redacted would go hard as fuck. As fact. It will go hard as fact, which facts do go hard because they're the truth. SCP-2733's primary effect manifests when the human being opens one of the cabinet doors while thinking of another either living or dead sentient creature. Upon opening SCP-2733, the subject will find the head of the creature they were thinking of. Oh my god, imagine you're doing this job and you're like, oh, I can't wait to go home to my wife. I can't wait to go home to my wife and kids. And you open the fucking thing, there's your wife's head in that thing. You're like, I think your heart would just immediately explode. You would have a heart attack in the instant. I don't, like that would fuck me up. That would screw me so badly. And even if I go home and my wife is still there and like her head attached and she's perfectly normal, I would just be like, I think I've spent too much time in the morgue, honey. I need a break. Creatures are alive and able to communicate until either the cabinet they are in is closed or another cabinet is open and a second head is summoned. At which point the initial head vanishes. Attempts to track these heads have been futile. Fucking hell, no. No, don't do this. Hey Afro, could you help me with this wild animal? It really has some special containment procedures. What do you say? Yeah, Afro just like fucking traumatized from all the SCPs they read. I would open it while thinking of Gilbert Gottfried and ask the head, why is he a duck? And then he's like, I'm not a duck, you're a duck. And then you're like, nope. So test subject, D8452, instructed to think of a dog. The head of a... So, mechanic, would you still... Yeah, he would. He absolutely would. Why would I even ask? Just because there's a head inside talking to him, he's not going to stop trying to open that shit up. Instructed to think of a dog. The head of a Jack Russell Terrier manifest. Dog is panting and appears in good spirits. Cabinet closed without incident. That... Just a dog was going... Just happy to see you. And you're just like... And you just hear like a... before you close the door. Same D class again. Instructed to think of a human. The head of D8452's uncle. Manifest head is communicative and healthy. Cabinet closed without incident. What this would be an actual morgue. Anybody who works at a morgue, this would be the absolute nightmare, to be honest. I mean, of course, it would, like, the shock of it would be there, and then once the head just speaks normally, like, hey man, what's up? I think that's when they just be like, I think I'm going fucking insane. But from the sounds of it, they all sound pretty chill. I would think of a head of $1 billion. Yeah, no matter how much you try to cheat rules into giving you money, it's not gonna happen. Just wish for an ATM that just gives you $1 million tax free, man. Just want that. That's all. Just think of that. Going for all the lengths. Instructed to think of a famous person. The head of English playwright William Shakespeare manifest. It appears as historians have speculated he would have looked at his death at age 52. Head is communicative and healthy. If distraught, the cabinet closed without incident. I mean, to be fair, William Shakespeare would be like, what the hell? What the hell is all this? Where am I? To be or not to be? That is a question. If it's not in the mind. Dr. Theodora Wu, my mom. Unsanctioned test by Dr. Wu. The head of her mother, Min Wu, manifest head is intact and after momentary confusion is friendly and pleasant. She and Dr. Wu have a brief conversation in Cantonese. I assume Dr. Wu's mom is probably dead and that's why they asked to like see the head again. Actually, this place would be cool to visit. I go with you this one. Yeah, honestly, like, so far all the heads are kind of nice. It kind of would be cool to like just, you know, talk to people. This is basically like, hey, if you could bring back a celebrity from the dead and have like a lovely tea time with them, which celebrity? This is basically that. It's like, oh yeah, well I want to talk to this celebrity, and then just like, it's like, whoa, okay, and you just have a nice casual conversation with them. D8452 instructed to think of a deceased dog. The head of a collie manifest dog is identified as D8452's childhood pet. Dog is barking and appears in good spirits. D8452 instructed to remove head from the shelf. As soon as the head is no longer touching the shelf, its neck expels approximately 5 liters of blood and the head begins to decompose at a normal rate. Oh, that's also okay. It has to stay in there. Also, how dare you? The D-class gets to see his childhood dog again, and it's like, oh, okay, I get to take the head out, and the head just like, it starts bleeding out. The moment it's just like, ah, it just decomposes in as it comes out. That's fucked up. Dr. Peter Anselman instructed to think of D8452. D8452 is sedated in place beside SCP-2733. Upon opening SCP-2733, D8452's head disappears from its neck and manifests within SCP-2733. D8452's body expels approximately 2 liters of blood and collapses. The A452's head appears sedated as before but alive. Closing SCP-2733 does not result in DA452's head manifesting on its neck. Dr. Wu becomes distressed and is sedated. Oh shit, so her mom actually is dead. Oh no. She killed her mom. because it actually takes the head away from the oh no. Oh shit. Addendum 1. Further investigation has indicated that Restful Meadows Funeral Home and Crematory was purchased by Redacted with intent to demolish. The nation's largest owner of funeral services locations and cemeteries attempts to locate Joseph Wright, the previous owner of -1 and the body of have been unsuccessful. Oh, so yeah, the D-class uncle is also got fucking decapitated. Well, no, mechanic. It's literally if you, I mean, unless you think of somebody from who's already dead, you're fine. But if you go ask of if you go think of me, I'm dead, okay? Like, because you decapitated me. But if you think of anybody who's like has been long gone, yeah, then it's fine. It's fine. Then I don't mind using it. But if you go like try to be like, oh, I miss my friend who's on the other side of the world, you're just gonna kill them with that. So just be careful about that, okay? Just be careful. Don't think of people that are still alive, which by the way can happen. You can accidentally think of somebody. Like you could be on text and somebody's like, hey, it's like, hey man, how are you doing? How are you going? And then you just open that thing and then your friend's head isn't there. In the thumbnail, you will put AfroFluff's head talking in the shower with a bleeding headless Afro next to it. Well, I don't think I will think of myself, but I will have to add another person in there for sure. I will have to add another person that for some reason thinks of me. I want to think of Donald Trump. Yeah. That's one way to get rid of him. That's one way. Have you guys? I'm not going into it. You could use this as a death note to kill people. You could. You definitely could. I'm not gonna go into the politics because that's not what this stream is about. I just don't want to talk. Like y'all know I don't like him. Y'all know I don't like him. But if I go into it, it's at the end. That's not this stream and the videos are meant to distract people from it. So, but yeah. Let's go on.